In this video, we are going to discussing about asset management in Odoo 13. By using assets, you can keep track of your fixed assets like machineries, lands and buildings, etc. The asset module or the module allows you to generate the monthly depreciation entries automatically and get the depreciation board and sell or dispose the assets and the performance report on your company assets. So let's take a look on it. The asset is inside of our accounting module. By opening this, we can see the accounting tab. The asset is inside the accounting tab. We can enter to it. Here we can see the existing or our asset, that is Mac and Lap. Here we can create a new asset. By clicking create button, we can get a window to create the asset, and here we can see the select the related purchases. By clicking this, we can relate a purchase order to our asset, or we can make a purchase product as our asset. By clicking for example, we click the purchase order, the amount and the date and the depreciation value, the bank details, etc. are automatically entered here. And if you want to set a manual or create a manual asset, like here we go, laptop is our asset and it's of a lakh rupees, and the acquisition date is the date that we are accepting the product or we are going to use the product, the start date of this, and then comes the current values. Here we can set our currencies and non-depreciable value, and the not depreciable value means the value that blocks or the limit of the depreciation, and up to this amount the depreciation will work. We can see that by clicking anywhere. Here we can see the original value is depreciable value because of we given it says 0, we given it as 6000, then we can see it become 4000 is the depreciable value. The 4000 is only depressed from this original amount of the asset, so given it as a 0, and let's move on. And then here we can see the accounting details. Here we can set the company, we can search the company and the fixed asset account and the depreciation account. It's the account we used to depreciation for the deduction of the amount. So select any. So we are choosing account A, already created expense account, computer laptop accessories expense, and the expense account is to that. Choose the correct you want, and the operation is miscellaneous here again, and you can see the analytical account and the analytical tax. By using this, we can analyze these operations without the posting the journal entries. We can see individual entries inside the analytical account, and know more about this analytical account and tab, please refer our blog. The link will be in the above description for the suggestion. And comes the depreciation method, and here is defined how is the depreciation will work. You can see the methods. There are 3 type of methods there, that are linear and degressive and accelerated degressive. And here we can see the duration and the parameter is in year or by months. We can set it, and the pro rata template or the temporaries, and we discuss it one by one. So first of all is the linear method of the depreciation. So all we done the fields, and then we can save this, or we can compute our depreciation. For this we can see the depreciation board. Here you can see the 5 entries. Of course we are given the duration as 6, that's why this is in a 5 journal entries. And by linear means we are dividing the duration or the main asset value by the duration. So we will get the 20,000, and this is the method we used is linear. So the depreciation is done by a linear method. Here we can see at the last this amount becomes 0, and it's gone as the linear way. And then we can check the depreciation as degressive method, and we can compute it. We can compute the depreciation by degressive. We can see a new field is here, that is degressive factor, and we can give the factor here. In the basis of this factor we are finding the depreciation or the depreciation value. You can check it. So in our depreciation board we can see the first depreciation amount is 30,000. The way that get is we can see. So I am opening the calculator. So our amount or the asset value is 1 lakh, and we are multiplying this into the factor, the degressive factor. Then we get the first depreciation value, and then the amount is subtracted from the main account or the main amount. We get the we get the depreciable value here is 70,000. This increment is minus, and then from this 70,000 we are multiplying our factor is 0.30. Then we get the next, and in this manner we are getting the depreciation when we using the depreciable method as degressive. And the next is in accelerated. So when we use the accelerator, then we can see the change. The accelerated degressive method is as like the degressive, but the change is we can see there's an amount that repeating, that is, I can explain. So I am taking the calculator, and the accelerated degressive means the value of our asset is 1 lakh, and dividing by our duration, so we get 20,000, and that amount will repeat after when we cross this or we comes near to the 20,000, then the amount will repeat. The depreciation or the depreciation will done by this amount, and then at the last the balance amount will decrease or depreciated. from the amount, and this is the accelerated depreciation or the degression. And then comes the pro rata temporis. By enabling this, we can see the pro rata date, that means the date that first depreciation is work. It's done by related to our fiscal year, and we can check it. So we are computing depreciation again. Then we can see when we enabling this option, there is an extra, there is one journal is added, because our duration is 5 but there is 6 journals. You can see that, and we can check how it work. Opening our calculator, and this is done by the main asset value divided by the duration, and further divided by the total days of an year. That means daily, we can get the daily depreciation, and the multiply into the balance date to the fiscal year, that is today is January 40, so it's grouped into 252 days. Then we can get the result, and then first after the first depreciation, it's in a linear manner, so it will be by the linear, the amount will be depreciated by the linear. And if we set it as a degressive and the pro rata templates, then by calculating or the computing, we can see the change there, and let's find how it works. We have taken the calculator and clearing the screen, and the amount or the asset value into factor, and find the daily divided by 365 and into the balance date. Oops, we made a mistake. Do it again. Lag into 0.3, then by 365, and then into 352. So we get the amount, and then as like the degressive we discussed before, and for accelerated also we can check it. And the next is accelerated degressive with pro rata, and we can compute it. Our board is ready, and this as like the degressive or accelerated degressive without the pro rata. The amount is repeated, and the first value is calculated as our accelerated degressive without it. As like the degressive we find, and we can confirm it after computing, and in this window we can sell or dispose the asset after that, and we can check it. We can back by set it to the draft, and we can see the depreciation date after 5 years, and we can confirm, and we can pause the depreciation in the stage and modify the depreciation. And by clicking the sell or dispose, we can set the customer invoice here, or we can dispose it by giving the dispose. So we can see the entries, and we can post it. So we posted the entry, and while checking the entry we can see one entry will mark it because the depreciation is done in an year. You can see the duration is changed to a year. So in this year we post or calculated or we dispose the asset, and this is how we managing the asset. And if we are not confirm this in the period of that depreciation, the journal will automatically send. And if we enable the analytical account, we can see that entries inside the analytic accounts. And this is all for the asset management, and thanks for watching this video.
If you are interested in knowing more about this or looking for any Odoo implementation or customization in your business, drop your request to info@cybrosys.com.